recognizing maybe what you have in common or share with your friends or family instead of all the ways maybe you're different.
Them asking to help is a way of creating a connection.
I don't think any person who's artistic is a 4.
No,
That's
no.
my point.
Welcome to Enneaways, a podcast all about the Enneagram, what we love about the Enneagram, what we're learning about the Enneagram, and ways in which we can incorporate the Enneagram into our life. I am one of the co-hosts. My name is Zach, along with my wife, Laura. She is a certified Enneagram coach.
Heyo!
I don't know why I wanted to say good morning, because it's not. It's clearly, we're recording this in the middle of the afternoon, but I thought, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
All right, so last week we did episode all about the 4, going to their resource point in the 1. This episode will be part 2 of that series, where we're going to the number 2 type as a resource point. But before we get into the resource points, let's start with our lightning round questions. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Zach has control today of those babies.
Here we go.
Yes.
So, what is your most used emoji? If you were to pull out your phone.
I think the smiling person with the tears coming out, that's sideways.
Like it's like laughing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was also going to say
You
that
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. That's like my go-to if it's funny.
Yes.
And I want people to know that like I genuinely enjoy it.
Right. Or it's like, oh boy, help me.
yeah.
Yeah. Send help. I probably sent that text today. Send help.
But if you're probably like my dad, your most used emoji would be a thumbs up.
I don't think my mom uses emojis. No, she probably does a lot of hearts.
She does.
Yeah.
She does like the heart eyes or
Yeah.
the hearts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, totally.
Does your mom do emojis?
She does. I'd have to pull up my phone to look and see what.
My dad does not do emojis.
He doesn't do emojis?
No. He's more to the point.
No, I think he does do emojis.
Really? He says heartfelt texts,
Yeah.
but I don't know that he sends it with emojis.
Maybe he just sends me emojis.
I know. I wonder who sends the most emojis. You guys should figure that out on your phone.
Yeah, in your group chats
Yes.
and stuff like that. Okay, so what is a memory that you go back to when you need courage?
Ooh. I don't typically go back.
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
You don't like dwelling on the past.
I don't typically do that, and I feel like I just do things sometimes anyways. But if I had to look back and think of something, maybe that would give me courage.
Yeah.
I had to take my nursing boards twice.
Mm.
That was not scary, but more stressful, and I got through that. Being a new nurse, I'm just thinking of things that like were hard.
But it's like a proof that you can do hard things.
Yeah, and persevere,
Yeah.
I would say. What about you?
I think I go back to a fall when I lost a really good friend. And it was in losing them, not only was I mourning, but by losing them too, I had just taken on a new job within my company. Like still same company, but taking on a job, and my replacement wasn't necessarily found yet. So it was like I was doing basically 2 jobs at one time for a solid, 4 or 5 months. And I go back to that because I'm like, that was hard. I remember I was dealing with the death of them, but also continuing to persevere in my career and not wanting to let anything drop through the cracks. And I feel like that took a lot of courage, and ultimately it won me Employee of the Year, the following year. So that I look and I'm like, anytime I think it gets too hard, I just look back on that and I'm like, I can do it because I did do it.
Yes, but that was a really hard time for you, though.
Yeah.
Still,
yeah, it was incredibly hard. But I look at where I am now on the other side of that and so many other years, and just I feel like I can do hard things.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
we both can.
Yep.
Way to share more vulnerable than me.
Hey, no, I didn't.
I was like, there's other things, but we'll just start with this.
Okay. So last question, because we talked about this in the last episode of saying as a 4 needs to remind themselves that of positive things about themselves that they love.
Yep.
If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Ooh, that's a question I ask my people as I'm typing them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I say name 3 adjectives to describe yourself. Okay, so mine would be optimistic,
Okay.
encouraging,
Yeah.
and either fun or caring. I want to use them
Okay.
both, so I'm going to give myself 4.
Okay. That's good.
Do you
Yeah.
agree with those?
I agree
Knowing
with
me?
all of them. Yes, absolutely. I agree with all of them. I think that I would also say fun for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if I was to describe myself, like I'm going to say prompt. Does that
Okay.
make sense? Like
Sure.
I'm always on time.
Uh-huh.
I'm conscious of that. And then I would say just happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't let too much bring me down. So
That's probably why we compliment each
I think so. Yeah, you're optimistic and caring and fun. But it is hard to describe yourself in 3 words.
Yeah, it is. Like,
Because-
and what 3 words do you really see in yourself?
Yeah.
Not like that you want, but what do you think
No.
you really are? Because
Yeah.
we all want to be maybe more of this, a little less of that type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this episode is about the type 4, the individualist, someone who brings depth, significance to the world. They want to be seen as unique, but it doesn't mean like they're someone who has to have all the attention.
No.
They just themselves want to feel like I don't have to be like everyone else and I'm different and this is how I'm going to express myself. It's more like internal for the 4
I could see
than
that.
external. So my sister's a 4, finding out she was a 4 and really talking with her about it and getting into really understanding a 4 has helped me a lot because when I first learned all the different types, I feel like the 4 was one of them that I didn't fully understand.
Yeah.
And now I really understand it because I'm like, oh, okay, like it's all like makes sense. Because Sarah, my sister, has always given off like, I don't care what people think of me.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't think she really does. I mean, I think we all do a little bit.
Right.
But hers is like, and I have that same vibe, but hers is like, she always like listened to cool different music in high school, like the Beatles, Janis Joplin, and she had dreads, and then she cut her hair short and like shopped at Goodwill, and she still shops at Goodwill. Actually, this summer we went there. And so just, she's always been okay, like going out of the norm.
Yeah. Differentiating yourself from what I guess it is like typical and whatnot.
Yeah, but I think it's also deeper than that. You know, that's just superficial stuff.
Right.
But it's like the depth and being okay and thinking the darker side of things and being okay with it and very just like open and not judgmental and able to see other people's perspectives. I think the 9 can really do that, but the 4 also can really like understand both sides. And like she was mistyped as a 9 initially because she is very easygoing and go with the flow, but there's something deeper there and she wants to bring significance and do things like helping people who speak a different language and like learning and growing and bettering herself to bring.
Well, that's one of the things that like I've always loved about your sister is being able to have a conversation with her that dives deeper than just like the superficial stuff about like how's life. It's one where like you can leave the conversation being like, wow, that was really like thought provoking.
Yes.
And there's a lot there, like you mentioned, there's a lot of depth to the 4s.
Yeah.
And you know, we might see them as I guess I see them superficially as like they're into art. They're into, you know, the musicians of our world might be like a lot of 4s and stuff because they want to create. And
I bet Lady Gaga is.
Oh yeah, I mean, you pretty much any musician. I think.
I don't think any musician.
Well, I think that there's a lot of musicians out there that do want to be the different
Yeah.
vibe, because they want to do something that's never been done,
Right.
like a push the envelope a
Yes.
little bit.
Yeah.
So that's what I think, because I think that music in our culture, art in our culture, all that kind of stuff is always evolving. So I would say that you don't have to be a 4 or they're not all 4s,
Right.
but I would say that it'd be interesting if you were to sit down with multiple musicians from multiple different genres and just type them.
Yeah, but I know this is getting off subject, but like Taylor Swift, like I've read and I could see being like a type 3, like she wants to accomplish her goal and do the next thing, and
Yeah.
the achiever type. So I don't think any person who's artistic is a 4.
No.
That's my point.
Right. I
But
gotcha.
you were saying, okay, that's what you think superficially. Was there something else you were going to go along that with?
No, I think that I just was going to talk about how superficial, like how it is just like superficial of me to think that.
Oh, gotcha.
Like,
but there is more depth to it.
there's more depth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, that's the 4. And we talked last week about how they can use the 1, the improver, to help them. So on the Enneagram diagram, again, pull it up, pause the episode. Actually, someone I work with told me, I like when you said that, because I paused it to look at the diagram. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. So pause the episode, look at the diagram. We're not making this up. The 4 is connected to 2 different numbers. It makes this tiny little, I don't know what shape that is.
Yeah, it's like a little triangle.
Yeah,
It's a
skinny
smaller-
triangle.
It's the acute triangle.
On the right side. So it goes to the 1 and the 2. So the 1, we talked last week, so you can go back to that, but it helps them do things even if they don't feel inspired, out of responsibility, creating structure. And then this week, we're going to talk about how the 4 can go to the 2. And the 2 is the connector, the helper.
Yeah.
So they both are in the heart center, the 2 and 4, but the 2 is aware of what other people need, and they want to be there for them and help them and connect. Ultimately, it's all about moving toward connection.
Okay.
That's how the 2 can help the 4. So instead of just focusing on, they just don't understand me, so I'm not even going to try to connect, try asking yourself, how can I connect with this person in front of me, even if I don't feel understood?
Okay. So it's kind of forcing yourself to be a little, like, opening yourself up to that type of connection.
Yeah, and like letting go a little bit of the misunderstood.
Gotcha.
Like, okay, maybe they don't fully understand you, but you can still connect with someone.
Yeah.
And be open to maybe what they have to bring to the table. Or, like we said, was it the last episode, help them understand.
Yeah. Work towards, if you're misunderstood, it's maybe because people just don't know,
Mhm.
what you're trying to get across.
Yeah. And kind of just being like present, I think.
Oh, yeah.
In the relationship in the moment could help with that. Being aware of like, hey, what do you have going on in your life? And not so much like, well, they don't understand me.
Right.
So it's not worth my time, or whatever it may feel. So some of the healthy gifts of the 2 that could help the 4 is moving towards others instead of maybe withdrawing from them.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of just see what that feels like.
Mhm.
Expressing love and appreciation. 2s are really good at affirming, being there for people, and all about like, hey, I love you. Here's what I appreciate about you. Try that. See what
Yeah.
that feels like. Recognizing maybe what you have in common or share with your friends or family
Yeah.
instead of all the ways maybe you're different.
Yeah.
And see how that could like help your relationship or connection. And then a 2's really good at being curious about someone else's experience. So a 4, I do feel, is very non-judgmental and open. Also try to be curious about their experience.
Right. Yeah. And with the 2, I feel like 2s and 8s, right, sometimes can look pretty similar with that.
I mean, the 8 goes to the 2,
Okay.
and the 2 also goes to the 8, but
Maybe that's why I was thinking that.
yeah, like as far as being curious about someone else's experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just being like open and like not.
You're thinking about my mom.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
But
yeah.
just like it's not like an aggressive type thing to
Question master.
to question somebody, but it is just like being open to understanding.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Yeah, totally.
And I feel like that can only help you as a 4, like additionally make yourself like feel individualized because you have learned so much about somebody else.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And also, so this goes with the understanding, misunderstood, but allowing a connection to exist without needing complete understanding.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay to want to help people who love you understand you, but they may just not totally get you unless they know the Enneagram super well, like us.
Right, exactly. Even us.
We don't know everything.
I'm trying to learn.
I
I am so sometimes
You're
lost.
learning a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, but
It is a
I
lot.
enjoy it.
Yes. But just kind of like allowing the connection to be. And I think a question to ask is, what could happen as a 4 if you stop asking, do you understand me? And instead ask, how can I connect with you?
Yeah.
And focusing on that connection and see what could change,
Yeah.
you know?
And I think one thing too, when you think about it too, is constantly the person who's asking, "Hey, can I help? Can I help?"
Mhm.
You know, in a variety of ways, but that them asking to help is a way of creating a connection.
Yes.
So I think that it doesn't always have to be something physically that you need to do for somebody, but
Right.
it can be just going and finding ways to connect. It could just be hanging out with the person.
Right.
you
And
know,
how are you doing?
Yep.
Kind of thing. And some things that kind of goes into like the shadow side of the 2, things we want to watch out for as we tap into that resource point.
Okay.
Over focusing on someone else's needs. So like how you're like, how can I help? How can I help?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be too like
Obsessive.
yeah, or like assuming they need your help
Gotcha.
kind of thing. If you start giving to others in order to feel loved or valued, that's not necessarily something that is gonna help
Or like
you
if you
in the
expect
long run.
something back
right
from that.
Mhm,
Okay.
that too. Losing touch with your own needs because you're just so focused on others.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then seeking connection as a way to feel worthy, that kind
Gotcha.
of thing. So those are
Okay.
things to kind of be aware of. I think one practical challenge this week could be to reach out to someone to just simply connect with them without waiting for them to initiate or
Yeah.
perfectly understand you first. So a 2 really is the person who like feels they connect and manage their relationships. So kind of go into that phase and just reach out to someone and don't second guess yourself or think, well, maybe they don't want to be with me or maybe they don't understand. Just reach out and connect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes. So, okay. The key takeaway from the past 2 episodes for the type 4 is the 2s remind the 4s that they can experience deep connection even when someone doesn't completely understand every part of their inner world. And then the 1 that you can take action even if things don't feel significant.
Okay.
Yes.
Very cool.
So we're going to do the little game
Okay.
that we've done in the past. It's feeling or knowing
Okay.
is the question. So Zach's going to be our 4 and answer it if he is in a healthy 4 zone. Okay. Should you wait for inspiration or take the next right step?
Take the next right step.
Yes. And you can see what inspiration comes from that.
Right.
Should you feel different or find common ground?
Find common ground.
Yes, but I also am like, you can still feel different.
Yeah.
You know, pulling inward or reaching towards something.
Reaching towards somebody.
That's
Yeah.
going to that too. Wanting to be understood or choosing to connect.
Choosing to connect. Like we just
To the
talked
2.
about. Yeah.
So out of those, think about what could be the biggest stretch for you this week as a type 4. I also think these episodes can be really helpful for people who love and know those types to understand them a little more.
Absolutely. It's crucial.
Yes. So, we just kind of dove into the 4 and the second resource point of the 2. Connection doesn't mean you're going to always be perfectly understood, but it is important. And the type 1 helps them with consistency, purposeful action, and all those things can help even with your emotional depth and uniqueness. So, just a reminder, some challenges: practice grounded action. So that's going into the type 1. So do one important thing before you feel motivated.
Okay.
And to practice connection, going to that type 2, reach out to someone instead of withdrawing.
Yeah.
And look for what connects you instead of maybe what makes you different.
Yeah.
So as we've done in the past, I want to close with a quote for the 4s. Healthy 4s don't lose their depth or individuality. They learn to ground their emotions in purposeful action and discover that meaningful connection doesn't require being perfectly understood.
I love that.
Yes. So
that's a good quote.
Sit with that, my friends.
Yes. And if you would like to reach out, you can email Laura at feelingtypey@gmail.com. If you have any questions or comments or anything that you took from this episode, any feedback you want to give us, you can also subscribe, like this podcast, make sure you never miss an episode, because that's crucial too, to stay up to date on the latest episodes that we release every single week. You can find your website online at feelingtypey.com and follow us at NEOA's podcast.
Yes.
On socials.
Yeah, and this is our 24th episode, so
wow.
High five to us.
Woo.
Boom. So we're having fun with it. Thanks for listening. And next week we will dive into the type 5. So until then, keep shining your light, friends. Until next time.